Okay, so I'm going to show you a bibliography, and briefly, the difference between the two is that a bibliography is all of the work that you consulted when you were doing your research. So that can include reference articles, encyclopedia articles, for example, right? But those things are considered common knowledge. So you actually don't want to be citing things like Britannica in text in your paper. And that goes for anyone out there, not just my students, right? You really should not be citing from any kind of encyclopedia. And Wikipedia is a big no-no academically, right? I don't care how many defenses you make when you're doing academic research, you never want Wikipedia to be in your bibliography, period. Okay? Alrighty, so I actually decided to show you, and it may be scary looking, but I wanted to show you my master's thesis. Whoops, I meant to actually just zoom right to the bibliography. The reason why I wanted to show this to you is that I made an appendix when I wrote this thing, so I'll go back to that. I'll make an extra video on how to make an appendix. Alright, so don't be afraid. Obviously, I don't expect you to have this much in your bibliography. But first, you need to be citing your sources alphabetically by author's last name in your bibliography. So make sure that you do that. All right, that's a very common rookie mistake. Whoops. And actually, this is in Chicago. So I'm going to stop this video, and in class, I will show you actually the slight differences between Chicago and MLA so that you guys in class don't get confused. Off the record, my class knows this, but the historical way to cite your sources is through Chicago. And I do have another video that explains this in Chicago, and I will provide the link below. Right? But for the purpose of my students for one particular assignment, we're using MLA. All right? Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Now, if you decide to do a works cited list instead, that's fine, but you would only cite the sources that you actually cited in text, right? So in a works cited list, you should have no references. Or rather, yeah, sorry. I was about to contradict myself. But you should see the difference just in the title, right? Works cited. That's a list of the works that you actually cited, right? Whereas a bibliography, that's everything that was involved in your research. All right? Because a lot of times you might uncover a source that you end up not using, but does that mean it wasn't valuable to your research process? Not necessarily, right? So, I mean, remember, you did hard work, right? I spent a long time researching this puppy, didn't I? I want to put every single source I cited, right? An appendix. Stay tuned. I'll do a part 2 in a second, all right? Thanks for watching.